Good morning. Happy Wednesday. We're eating breakfast. I have another pomelo because Trader Joe's had them, so I bought 2 more. So delicious. I love them. The baby loves them. She's eating oatmeal with some pureed prunes in it, which is one of her favorite breakfasts. And I am eating the other half of my sub from last night, which is making this morning fabulous. Actually, this morning was already fabulous because she slept so well last night. And the reason I know is because she woke up smiling. Like when I went in there, she was like giggling, smiling, so happy. And she has not woken up like that in at least 3 or 4 weeks, probably. So I'm pretty darn excited that she woke up feeling so great that she was smiling. Of course, that's all gonna be ruined later when she gets her 12-month shots. But we have many hours before then, so hopefully we just have like the best morning. Yeah, are we gonna have the best morning? She's like, eating, leave me alone. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. What are you laughing at? On our walk this morning, because we're a little earlier than normal, Nola saw not 1, not 2, but 3 dogs. Highlight of her day so far. Same girl, same. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I dreamed of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then oh why can't I? Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then oh why can't I? Nova, did you have a good nap? Did you sleep so well? You slept so well? You had a bottle? Wow. Just put your head anywhere. Definitely in the way of the camera. Say, I'm not a very good blogger because I'm a baby. I'm a baby. Is that funny? Yeah. Are we going to go to lunch today? Yeah. You're being so funny. You say hi? Hi. You making music? We are on our way to the post office. I have a lunch meeting today, so I wasn't going to go to the post office until Friday, but the lunch meeting got moved somewhere like half an hour closer to where I live. So we are going to the post office because I have a bunch of packages to drop off. Yesterday, or like over the last day and a half, I had in my Instagram a project bag and hand knit sock de-stash with some project bags that just are not getting the love that they deserve. And a couple of them I like never even used, and I've just had them for years and years. So I put those up along with some of my shorty size US 8 women's hand knit socks. There's nothing wrong with the socks. I've worn them all. I just want to make some room in my drawer for some new socks. And I want to buy Nova what's called a learning tower. It's basically like a step stool, a big step stool, but it has a railing all the way around it so you can't fall out of it without some serious effort. I know lots of people just use step stools, which I would totally be fine with, but she's not stable enough for a step stool, and she is desperate to see what I'm doing when I'm cooking and to help me. And chopping things and cooking is very difficult while holding her. So I had that sale specifically so that I could get her a learning tower. The learning towers are crazy expensive. I have no idea why they're that expensive. What, sweetie? Is the sun in your eyes? We'll move in a minute. Like if you look at them on Amazon, they're crazy expensive. But I found a secondhand one on Facebook Marketplace for like 65% off of retail price. And it's a nice color and looks pretty brand new to me. So I, with that de-stash, got pretty much exactly the amount I needed to buy the learning tower for her. So I'm going to go pick it up from someone. She's about half an hour away from me tomorrow morning, hopefully. And I'm mailing all the packages for people. So I wasn't thinking that I was going to get to the post office today. And Nova has her shots later today. So I was like, I probably won't get there tomorrow. Probably won't be till Friday, possibly Monday, depending on how she's feeling. But because my lunch meeting got changed, we are on our way to the post office right now. We have just enough time to stop. Hopefully there's no crazy line. I know it's the week before Christmas, but these don't have to get there by Christmas. So it's totally fine. I am sitting outside. I have to wake the baby up in about 20 minutes to take her to the doctor so she can get stabbed for her 12-month shots. If I could reschedule this appointment, I would, because she's having such a wonderful day. Like, she's in an amazing mood. She is loving her life. She is just delighted and happy and laughing and talking so many sounds today. She was a delight at the lunch meeting. So I'm really sad that she's about to get her day ruined with vaccines. And I noticed that after I put her down for a nap, I was kind of rushing around and feeling a little stressed. And I know it's because I am sad that she's going to be hurt. And I know it's just a prick, okay? Like, don't write in. I know it's not that big of a deal, but it is a big deal to her. And vaccines they hurt when they're going in, and then they hurt afterwards. Like, they're working on your body for a day or two. Her little legs and arms are going to be so sore. So I knew that I should stop instead of frantically rushing around while she's sleeping, trying to get everything done that I possibly could get done in the entire world, to step out of the productivity model and come outside because it's a beautiful day. There's a breeze. It's not even hot outside right now. It's in the 70s. It's been pretty warm recently. And just breathe. Just be out here and breathe. And if you hear background noise, there's an elementary school right on the other side of our house. And I really love sometimes when it's nice outside to come outside and sit and listen to the sounds of the kids on the recess playground, which maybe some people would find annoying, but I find it fabulous because it's like happy children sounds, and that fills my heart with joy. So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking 10 minutes to come out here and breathe, and then I'll take 10 minutes to get ready to go to the doctor, and then I'll wake the baby up and stuff some food in her face. And then we will have to go. So, yeah. I did also want to say, it's just something I've been reflecting on today, and it's, what does it mean to show up in the world as your authentic self? It's something I think about a lot, especially because I have spent so many years of my life faking it And by faking it, I mean being positive when I didn't feel positive, thinking there was something wrong with me for not feeling positive all the time. And I know that so many people struggle with this. Like our knee-jerk reaction when someone asks us, how you doing? Is to be like, I'm great. Everything's fine. How are you? Even when that's not the case. And like this on Tuesday, so yesterday, on Tuesday, ages ago, 12 whole hours ago, at the baby gym, one of the moms asked me, she was like, oh, how you doing? And I literally, before she was even done with the question, I was like, I'm great. How are you? It just came out. But I stopped and I was like, you know what? That's not entirely true. I'm pretty good, but I'm really tired. Nova has not been sleeping well, and that's been a struggle. And that's all I said. And she was like, oh man, totally empathize. That's it. We didn't have to have a huge conversation about it. I didn't have to dump all of my problems on her, but it felt so good to just tell the truth, to just show up authentically and honestly in that moment instead of pretending. And I think that we're afraid sometimes that if we show up as our true selves in that moment, that we're going to get shut down. We're going to get rejected. We're going to be told that we're too much. We're going to be kind of plunged into that culture of almost toxic positivity, which I hesitate to use that phrase, but that's what it feels like sometimes. And I grew up in church, so this was a big deal in my childhood. But like, no matter what you were going through in life, it was a test. Like, you were going to get a testimony out of it, and you would change it and be like, the test I'm on, amen. And like, God's going to use this. And yeah, I agree with that. Like, I think that God can use anything. I don't think that God causes pain, but that God can use any kind of pain to expand our ability to love and expand our ability to grow. And it can be beautiful. And so no pain is wasted. But I don't think we have to lie about it sucking when we're going through it. Like, just acknowledging that it sucks, it makes the world of difference. And I think about this especially in terms of Nova, because I don't want her to think that she's too much. I don't want her to think that she has to hide the part of herself that feels things deeply because I can't handle the emotions, or because the world is going to shut down that part of her. I've spent a lot of years unlearning that I am too much work. Like, me personally, my feelings and emotions and needs are too much work. And I don't want her to have to go through that. So I have to do my own work on my own self so that I don't put that on her. And maybe that's like overanalyzing the situation, but I really think it's something I reflect on a lot in how I want to respond, how I want to show up. And of course, sometimes I don't show up very well. Like, sometimes I'm exhausted. Today I'm pretty good. Yesterday was pretty good, right? But since Thanksgiving, it's been rough. So I can't always show up as my best self. I can't always be mindful, but I can always try to go back and reflect on what are my values. And one of my values personally, as a parent, as a pastor, and just as a person, is to be honest, because I've spent so many years faking it instead of being authentic and real. So I don't know where this ramble is going, but I want, if you have a moment, like, think about what is a value for you? What is your value in life? What is one of them? And how can you incorporate that into your everyday interactions? So if one of my core values in my personal self and as a partner and as a parent is to show up authentically, what does that look like in each moment? And it really has changed a lot of interactions for me, which I'm really grateful for. I'm so grateful for Nova coming along, not because I needed her to do work on myself, but because she has made me realize things about how I respond to people, how I respond to her, how I process information that I've never considered before, because I never had to. I never had someone pushing my buttons like that. So I'm really grateful, even though sometimes it's frustrating. I'm really grateful that she gives me daily opportunities to grow and opportunities every moment to, like, be honest and show her what it looks like to not hide. hello from my nightly perch in my corner of the couch. It is 8:30, so everyone's in bed. And I'm getting my tiny bit of me time before I turn in. I'm working on the DK version of the granny stripe cardigan. I just put the first pink row on, so very excited about that. Nova did really well at the doctor. The doctor did confirm that she had a cold last week. She wasn't teething. It's not an ear infection. I know some of y'all are worried about her ears. Her ears are fine. They've been checked many times. The doctor checked them again. Not an ear infection. She just had a little cold bug last week instead of a tooth coming in. So yay. She got her vaccines. Oh, she cried. Poor thing. She got stabbed 3 times today. And she does this thing where when she's really in pain, she like silently cries for a second. Like it like takes her breath away almost, and she just like can't handle it. And then like 4 or 5 seconds later, she like takes a big breath and cries. And when she does that, like, oh, it makes me almost cry every time because it's so painful. She did okay. She calmed down pretty quickly. We came home. She ate dinner just fine. And then after that, I could tell her leg was hurting her where they stabbed it. So I gave her some infant ibuprofen because she couldn't even, like, she was crawling around crying. So we went for a walk and it kicked in, and then she was happy again. And she was so tired by the time we went to bed. She almost fell asleep on me when I was rocking her, which I thought was going to be a bad sign. Like if I put her in the crib and she's almost asleep, that she was just going to be like fighting it like she has been the last few weeks. But she just like fussed for less than a minute, rolled over, passed out. Has not made a sound in an hour and a half. So yeah, she may wake up. I'm kind of anticipating that she's going to wake up around midnight when that medicine wears off, and I may be up for a while with her. Need to give her some more medicine and then rock her and be with her. Oh, excuse me. I'm sleepy. Until it kicks back in and calms her down. So we'll see. We'll see if she wakes up. Tomorrow's Thursday. There's a lot going on tomorrow. I feel, but that's to think about tomorrow. For now, I'm going to watch half an hour of TV. I already brushed my teeth, but I think I'm going to go get a snack from the kitchen because I'm hungry. And maybe brush them again before bed. And then call it a night. Pretty successful day, I'd say. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.